Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans with an angry Chet Manning and a, two-headed ogre just Roman. There's yeah.
Is there's a truck company named Roman. There's a very famous politician named Roman. That's about it.
I think it was an empire too.
So is Romania the place where they were just like really into the Romans and like, you know what, guys? I really like those Romans. Let's call our place Romania.
They can trace their lineage back to Rome, right?
We can.
It was a Roman Empire tribute company.
Romania was a
not actually the Roman Empire, but a tribute.
Yeah.
So Romania and the Romans was a very hotly debated issue even in the 19th century because we were going for Transylvania. We wanted Transylvania back from Austria-Hungary, and they basically claimed that we as Romanians formed south of the Danube, so outside of the territory of Romania, so we had no political claim on Transylvania. So that's why this prompted like a gigantic movement to get all the evidence and all of the basically why we are tied to the Romans. But there's like hundreds of books written on that. It's like a very big historical thing in this part of Europe.
Interesting. Okay,
so with that, cobalt bashing.
Cobalt bashing. You guys are heading out of town. You are no longer in the in Shenanigans, and you are going through town.
Shenanigans is a Sausageville, isn't it?
We don't know the name of this town yet.
It's Dead End, Sausageville, East Westland.
It's Sausageville, East Westland. Dead End, yeah.
Dead End, Sausageville,
East Westerland. There we go.
One of these days, I'm actually going to come up with a real name, and you guys are going to have to adjust, and it's going to be really painful.
Together, and you make an actual map.
East End, Sausageville, Dead End.
We got Prisoner Bob. It's not his name. We don't care.
Wait. We got a prisoner?
Yeah.
Are we taking Prisoner Bob with us?
No, he's gimped. To slow us down.
Did we hobble?
We bring the dude who was mentally retarded now.
Did we reintroduce hobbling, or was he gimped before we?
No, we made him a gimp.
Slade.
Slade, what did you do to Prisoner Bob?
Hamstrung him.
That's right.
You don't remember?
Oh, I remember. I just wanted to remind everyone else.
Can I burn him? Do you guys need him anymore?
Yeah, I need him.
Okay.
All right. You get some strange looks walking through town because Riley now has like red berry juice smeared over her slightly bluish armor.
She does?
I'm just making this up. I don't know. Roman can lie.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
Yeah. He's looking a little bit different, and as he says, like, "Can I burn him?" There's some people that turn and look, and he's kind of standing out a little bit with she's kind of standing out with the "Can I burn him?" statements. But it's fine. You guys make it through town. Just a couple of strange looks, but it doesn't really matter. You are all what? Can you actually go through and get your race and class again, everyone? Starting with Joe, then Ryan, then Roman, then Rob, then Eric, then Justin. Just a quick race class.
I didn't get that.
Human fighter. Ryan, you are a...
human cleric.
Roman, you are a...
Human paladin.
Rob?
Female.
I am a human as far as they know, fighter, magic user, thief, which of course isn't possible for a human, but somehow I'm doing that.
Somehow. Eric?
I'm a halfling thief.
Right. And Justin?
I am a half-elf maester singer.
Okay. So we do have one short person in the party. I'm just trying to get speeds in head and everything. Cool.
I am a fat bumbling buffoon, and I'm hobbling along at movement rate 9.
Nice.
And I have a pet raccoon that follows me everywhere.
So eventually you guys make it out of town and proceed down the road. Now, does anyone remember where this poor axe man was found?
So I remember that. We just went out of town, and about he said not even a couple of hours, just 1 hour
Yeah.
out of town. There was
Which
this
direction? It was
girl.
definitely north.
It was in
No.
West Axington.
So no, we're going because it was east. That was a dead end, so we're going west, and the girl. It was like about 1 hour or 2 hours trek through the forest. I don't quite.
We went over a river.
Yeah.
And through the woods.
And then through the woods.
Yeah.
And died in Orphan's Glade. I remember that.
Okay. Give me intelligence check since no one remembers.
Do you remember? You
Yeah.
don't even have a map.
I don't have a map, but I got a brain.
That means it's everywhere.
Intelligence checks. D20 plus
we
intelligence.
go.
Slade
Yeah.
gets a 20. Justin, what does that mean?
Every time someone rolls a 20 in Shenanigans, I'm going to do a shot.
There you go.
Oh, Woo! Does it actually have to be for a proper in-game roll, or can we just start rolling?
No, it has to be. You have to have some reason to roll. Bastard.
I don't feel like I ever got invited to. Now that I just see this.
Oh, you didn't get the... Okay. I'm
Neil,
working on
Neil.
it. We're working on it.
Rob,
So-
if you go to log into your Roll20 account, will probably be there on your list of candidates.
I've only got Horde of the Dragon Queen.
I got 28. So
That's because you're probably going to the dev server where Jucky hides all of his
Yes.
games.
Dev server. Go
Stay away from the dev server.
Wait, Slade, didn't you roll a
Neil,
20?
so what happens?
I'm getting the link for you anyway, though. But dev servers...
Is I'll go into the woods and stealth and unstealth from every tree. So I'm gonna roll about 100 d20s.
There's no stealth.
So we have about
I
have 3, 4, 5. We have 5 shots.
There's no stealth in 2E, you bastard.
I have stealth.
Yes, because you're
I
a
suck
rogue.
at it.
You have to like be a rogue.
He's just perception checking every
Rogue or a
tree.
rogue something.
Yeah, I'm just perception checking everything. So 5 shots, Justin, please.
Nope.
Okay, I sent you the
Kinda
link.
jealous. I
Did you
didn't
get
have
it?
Alcohol today.
Yep.
Sad. So sad.
But in any case, it looks like Slade
I remember
and
them.
I passed. And Squirrely.
Yeah. So those of you that got a 21 or higher, you remember the location of the woodcutter very well. He is one of the first dead people that you've seen. For some of you, he might have been the very first dead person you've ever seen. And that image is kind of burned in your mind somewhat. So you managed to find your way back to the scene of the crime.
Can we get a description of it?
Of the location?
Yeah.
You head east along the road for about 2 miles, and then there is a small game trail that heads off to the right, just beside a series of rocks. There's like 2 small rocks in front and then kind of a bigger one in the back with a log that's leaned over it.
So
And there's a small game
southeast.
trail beside that. You know,
It was
there's also
southeast.
yes,
I was way off.
yeah,
Okay.
southeast.
So eventually you make it to the Orphan Glade.
You find the rusted out weapons of the previous combatants still lying around.
I
Whatever was here.
remember the point.
The father's buried underneath.
No, there was a pile or a scatter of rocks all over the place, and the location where the father's body was, well, his body is no longer there. Something or someone has come through and moved the stones and removed the body.
That's weird.
Does it look like there's signs of animal interaction?
Give
or
me an animal lore check.
I don't.
I also
I don't have an animal lore.
Okay, give me an animal lore check at -5 then.
Is
I have
there an
animal lore.
I'd like to make a
I don't
perception
think
check
it's
around the place where we've gone.
What's the stat for animal lore?
Nobody in
Intelligence.
the universe knows animal lore because I don't think it exists, does it?
It exists in 2E.
I want to make a perception check along the
Whoa!
Whoa!
What did you do, Chucky?
Someone
Or
just
whoever said
murdered-
that?
Well, just
No, whoa. Your mic is like way too high. You got to mute yourself and lower the volume. It's like screeching.
Okay. It's better
Yeah,
now?
okay. Whew.
Yeah.
Scared the shit out of me.
Sorry about that.
Delay done.
Okay.
There was the automated thingy on Zoom was on.
Oh, yeah, that shit. That sucks.
That's a 27.
And, yeah, I was silent and then it went to maximum. Anyway, I want to do a perception check where the key was to see if anybody especially looked there.
That was over at the Cobalt camp.
Yeah,
It wasn't
you
at
haven't
the
gotten to the area where the key is. Squirrely, that was your animal lore?
Yeah, that's my animal lore.
Do you actually
Animal
have
is a
animal lore?
warrior,
I have
warrior only proficiency, but it's int. whatever.
I'm sorry,
Like
I can't hear you, Justin. Is that your? Do you have animal lore?
I do have animal lore.
Okay, cool. So you look at these rocks and you determine that yes, indeed, they have been displaced by animals. It looks like wolves or some other thing has dug it out. You can see scratch marks in the ground that are indicative of clawed feet.
Did they manage to actually get to the body?
Oh, absolutely.
I guess we didn't bury it deep enough.
No, you
Nobody
literally just
helped
piled
me.
rocks on it.
Oh, that's not gonna do it. I share this with the party. It looks like wolves have dragged the body away, guys.
Well, the circle of life.
Well, at least his daughter isn't here to see it.
They were hungry like the wolf.
It's okay. I'll write a song about it. She'll hear it eventually. It's fine.
Already slurring your speech.
Okay.
I
Roman,
believe the
you
path
were...
was this way.
Yeah. Okay. So you head off to the nearby kobold camp, where Roman goes to take a look at the spot where the key was, right?
Yep.
He was
Do you know
in a
that?
kobold's pocket.
Yes. It was in a kobold's pocket.
Oh, it wasn't a kobold's pocket.
Yeah, but it was the one in the middle of the camp though. It was the injured one.
But
No,
he
I'm
is no
guessing
longer
that-
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter then. I was thinking it wasn't this place in the camp. I had this impression it was like secret
No.
place in the camp, but it's not there. So cool. Just go towards this trunk.
All right. So you
Yeah,
guys
I
are...
remember the tree stump was, I want to say east, and then it was 1,000 cobalt paces or something, 10,000
Yeah.
cobalt paces.
And it was next
Yeah,
to
you-
a river in a
And it
stump.
was a stump with the
In
key.
this stump, yeah.
Does anyone remember the exact number of paces?
1,000. But it was
No,
Yeah,
it was
it
like
was
10,000, but it was
It was
cobalt.
1,000.
Okay.
1,000 cobalt paces.
Through
You'll
and
be
through.
honest, your description was shit, and you were just giving like it's past yonder river and assuming that
Yeah.
the
That's
information
not
was
true at
important.
all.
It's-
That's that was a well planned out adventure. I have an entire notebook filled.
Do you really have like 1,000 kobold paces written in that notebook somewhere? I don't believe you do.
I have the actual what it is somewhere, but
Usually I take notes, but shenanigans is shenanigans.
Yeah.
If we get lost in the woods,
See?
we get lost
It's right
in the woods.
there.
Look
No,
at
I
that.
actually don't have it written down. You're absolutely right. I have no idea how many it was. I was hoping none of you guys did either, and then I'd just make you make an intelligence check. But
We did remember though.
We already did that.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
remember the location of this thing, not the location of that thing, guys.
I remember it specifically because Gigaboss over on here, and I completely forgot your character name. That's
Chet Manning.
Chad Manning. Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Chad President.
You were trying to vote for him for president. How could you
I,
forget?
I,
Hey, you know
I
what?
voted for
Everybody
him
rolls a
an
1
hour
sometimes.
ago. Yeah, everybody rolls a 1. I remember him asking the kobold, is it human paces or kobold paces?
yeah.
Yep, there was that argument.
Cobalt
There's
paces.
1,000
So-
cobalt paces.
You head out across the creek, over the hill.
Slade, come over here. Walk 1,000 paces.
All right.
Perfect.
Only if I can play a tuba when you're walking in front of me. Oh.
You can play a tuba. Play your tuba.
Does someone have a tuba?
I don't, but I could play one if I had one.
Damn it.
Okay.
All right.
So-
we walk 1,000 paces.
You walk 1,000 paces, and when you're around 950, you see this tall forked tree with a burnt out center.
I do remember that.
Neil, you don't remember your descriptions. You just make them up on the fly.
Right.
Shenanigans.
So
Yeah.
I go hobbling towards the burnt out tree,
Okay. There it is.
producing a key from my pocket,
Burnt
and as I'm getting there, I think to look for kobolds around, perhaps hiding in a tree, waiting in ambush.
You look around, and then you look up the tree, and you see a kobold up there holding a really big rock above his head, staring down at you. And give me an
Rolling
initiative
initiative,
roll
or-
to see if you can dodge out of the way. Just a flat D. Let's just say a dex check in this situation. Just give me a dex
Wait.
check. Opposed dex checks.
Yikes! I don't think my dex is great.
What do you
Bad
think kobold
music.
dex is?
23.
Oh, that's better. He drops the rock, you take a step to the side, and the rock plummets down to the trap door beneath, shattering it as the door and the rock collapse into a tunnel.
Wait, in the
That
burnt
was
out tree.
poorly
In the like the hollowed out
Is it
log
a
of the burnt
sign?
out tree.
He dropped a rock on the entrance to their.
Well, like
secret
Ryan was
hideout.
like coming over to this tree and then
terrible.
looked up, and the kobold went to like drop the rock on him, and Ryan moved, and instead of hitting his head, it hit the ground below it, which was the.
Initiative time.
That was like the opposite of one of the cobalt wanted.
Or can I throw my net on it?
Let's give an initiative.
Oh, group initiative?
No, there's only one kobold, maybe.
Oh, so everyone rolls initiative? Okay.
Yeah, everyone give me your initiatives.
So 1d20 plus your dexterity?
1d10
No.
plus your weapon
Plus
speed.
your weapon speed.
Plus
So
your weapon speed.
15 for me.
Okay.
Anyone know offhand what
there's
the
a
weapon
dex
speed of a
there, too.
longbow is?
My
8.
net.
You just leave half your character sheet blank, Justin?
I'm at 14.
It's 8, Justin.
Oh, I guess longbows.
He did just add the longbow right now.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
I got 7.
I got 17.
Lower is better, right?
Right.
Yeah.
We just
And
totally
Dex-
butchered that.
Dex goes in there, right?
If you have high dex, yours
you-
doesn't. Well, maybe yours does.
You take your reaction adjust or your your missile weapon
Oh, wait.
adjust is your bonus to your.
Alright.
Your
Also, I didn't
bonus to
mention
your
that I took out my shield.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow,
sure.
that sucks.
Shield doesn't have speed though. It's just shield.
No.
No.
I rolled,
Okay.
also, I rolled with the.
Well, if you're punching with it, it does.
Slade, you go at the same time as the kobold does. What do you do, Slade?
I hit it. I pull out my blowgun and I blow a thing at it.
Okay. Slade whips out this long tube from behind his back, pulls out
And
like a
he
dart from his
blows
side, shoves
it
it in, and goes.
And I
And-
roll
Give me a roll to hit.
Nice.
17.
17. You strike the kobold with the blow dart. Give me your damage.
I think it's 1d3.
Yes, sir.
Oh, 4. Roll again.
Roll again. You
Yeah.
can just roll
You
one
can roll a
d3.
d3.
Oh, there's an option for that on here?
Oh no, you
Roll
have to type
whatever
it
you
in
want.
manually.
Oh.
3.
Okay, you strike the kobold for 3 points of damage. It takes the dart square in the chest. Its eyes go wide as it scrambles down the trunk and into the cavern below.
Does it run past me in doing so? Or-
You did dodge out of the way to avoid the rock, and I'm going to say that puts you out of striking range from the inside of the tree trunk. And then who has next
How
after that?
big was the rock to put him out of? Doesn't he have like a 5 feet reach? How
Yeah,
big
but-
was the rock?
I mean, he stepped away from the tree. Like, there's something falling at your head. You're not like trying to measure carefully.
I'm
and say
also-
it's close to the
Yeah,
tree. You're like,
yeah,
holy
exactly.
shit! And then
I'm also
you know,
like switching weapons. Like
Yeah.
I'm putting my staff in my offhand and going for my sling.
okay. And then who's
Okay.
got next highest? Chet, what are you doing in general?
So wait, is that trapdoor the actual entrance to the thing, or
Yes, this is the burned out tree log.
That's what you.
Okay,
believe
but
to be?
there was no actual keyhole. The kobold just broke it open for us.
You guys hadn't actually gotten to look at the keyhole or the latch
Gotcha.
at all. Like you were getting there, and then the kobold broke it. He's
Yeah,
pretty
I kind of
competent.
ruined the whole point of the silver key by breaking open his own door.
Did
The
he?
silver
Very
key that's not
intelligent.
out, they think it's a silver.
It might be a key to something else inside the kobold's home.
But Chet, what is it exactly that you were trying to
their
do?
Hearts.
I just want to get closer to the hole and just kind of glance inside of it. I mean, sword and shield. I like
Okay.
leading with it.
Can I do a free action here?
That's it.
Hold on, well, Jill's next in the initiative order, and then
Alright.
then Chet.
Like, can I say something real fast?
So I pull out my vial of ink and I shout down to the hole, "Do you feel that poison coursing through your veins right now? You have 5 minutes to live unless you take this antidote. I suggest you come back and answer a few questions.
That's so good.
Do you feel it?"
That's so good.
If he can speak common.
30% chance of speaking common.
Isn't
There
it
is
70?
no reply. Rylene, if you want to get in a word, then say something now, and then Chet goes.
Kill it before it
Set him on
hurts the
fire.
others.
Chet, go. You get up to the hole as well, side by side with Jill, and it is dark down there. You can see the bottom about 8 feet below, maybe 9 feet below, but it's pretty dark. Also, it doesn't look very big. It looks like tight quarters.
Is it just a straight fall, or is there actually...
Yeah, there's just like a pit with some rough like handholds dug into the side.
Well, shit. So far, Chet has pretty much just run headlong into any fight, so... Even though it's a really terrible idea, what he does. He's gonna try to scramble down the handholds into the hole.
All right, are you going to go down the hole head first or feet first?
I'm gonna try to climb down feet first.
Okay, you successfully climb down feet first,
Okay.
and then you find the actual opening is like 3 feet tall. So you're gonna have to like squat and like duck walk in, or like crawl in, or like hands and knees in.
Is the stream nearby?
The stream is 1,000 kobold paces behind you,
Oh, never mind.
so like
So that's
20
like
feet.
I was just thinking how you get rid of gophers.
Well, not with water. They'll
Yeah, you do. Put a
they'll
hose
just-
down the hole.
It's never worked when I've tried it,
Wow.
and that's why
Put the
California
hose
has a
down the
water
hole.
problem, guys.
And then like geysers of water shoot up from holes all over your yard.
No. But I did throw a smoke bomb down there once, and smoke started coming out of another hole in the yard. That was cool.
That's pretty cool.
You're a
I feel like I remember
What color
that.
was it? Was it a
Or maybe you
green
recreated
color?
this for me when you discovered that
Or
phenomenon.
you might have been there for that.
Yeah.
I actually lit a.
Or it might have been a
fire
cartoon you were watching, but
once.
one of the two.
Are you sure it wasn't nothing at all?
No, what? I can remember this in Neil's backyard.
Front yard.
In the front. Okay, maybe I'm creating memories.
I've lost track of whose turn it is, but yeah, yeah.
Stuff here.
I'm gonna yell out that there's a very tiny hole, and I'm gonna yell for Slate.
Okay.
Tiny holes, right.
Next on the docket, we come to Rylene.
So
No, it's me.
I'm sorry. We come to Morton.
Yeah. Although I was gonna climb down the hole, but I think I take a look down, realize I'm not gonna fit, and I start lighting a lantern for whoever does decide to go down there.
Okay. You get
How
a
deep
lantern
is-
up.
How deep is the hole? Is the hole?
It's like an 8-foot drop, and then there's like a 3-foot tunnel there. So 8
Okay,
feet
so
down.
the rest, I'll lower the lantern down to Chet, who's at the bottom.
Okay.
Like, reach your hand up, and I yeah.
Rylene.
So I hand the lantern off to Chet.
I'll put my net back, take out my trident, and then drop in the hole with Chet and whoever else was down there. Jill,
Just
I think.
Chet in the hole. Is there room for a second person, especially a 7-foot tall person?
Is
I
there
mean,
room
you
for
can
some-
walk forward, but you'd have to be like really crunched in. You can stack as many people in a single dimension as you'd like.
But is it just like straight vertical shaft?
So it's a
down
straight
8
vertical
feet?
shaft, and then a shaft that goes forward.
And I assume Chet
Trying
is
to go in there.
standing.
It's definitely going to be Winnie the Pooh time.
Chet is standing at the bottom of the 8-foot hole. He hasn't crouched down yet, right?
No.
So
So there's no. So Rylene could stand on his shoulders, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. So I'll wait until he moves, and I'll just stay there over, waiting for something else to happen.
Okay. Squirrely McSquirrelson.
Ooh, send down the raccoon.
Justin, we lost your audio.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, with Justin.
You're silent again.
We missed so many good jokes.
You son of a bitch.
You guys, am I back?
Yes.
Yes, you
Yes.
All right. That's so weird. It's Zoom that keeps doing that. For some reason, it doesn't like it.
No,
We
you're
lost
gone
you
again.
What? No.
No, you're
Oh,
back
there you
again.
are.
Oh, we lost you.
No, stop that!
Justin, can you hear us?
No.
Justin.
Yes.
You
We
said
can hear you now.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I will. Now, I'm not going to send my raccoon down there. That's not going to happen. The raccoon is going to stay up here where it's safe.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Oh my god, I just realized the rules specifically say that Aristotle is like some ungodly amount of stealthy in outdoors.
Yeah.
What?
Have you never played with an elven cat before?
I'm reading it. -5 to opponent surprise. Surprised on 1, 99.9%. Apparently they felt 99 wasn't good enough. Silent, 90% hide in wilderness.
Yeah. It's,
99.9% stealthy. What?
Yes. Elven cats are fucking absurd.
Yes.
and they have magic spells.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you not
Like,
realize this, Neil?
Hey, you know, I know what's going on.
Cat can
literally, the elven cat is better than the whole party put together.
Yes, I've said this before. The Helvet cat can TPK us. Like, if Neo needs a reason to kill us off, we need to piss off the Elven cat. That's it.
Elven cats
We're good.
can leap 20 feet with ease and enjoy swimming and playing in the water.
Oh,
So I think we basically, as we went over the river, we just waited there until she took a small bath and said, "Come on, cat, come on."
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk around the tree and look for alternative entrances that are not the trapdoor.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Excellent. So give me a perception check, you, and then we're going to step out of combat for a moment here. What are you guys just doing in general? How are you guys going to...
yeah, I was wondering that too. Like, we clearly can't fit in this hole. Like, half of the party can't go in.
I mean, so I handed the lantern down, and now I'm setting up guard at the top. I was assuming someone in the party would go down.
I'll help Squirm with Spurson do this.
Give me a perception check.
What is Squirrely doing? Perception
He's
check?
searching
I'm
around.
looking for alternative entrances besides the trapdoor. I'll actually ask my raccoon to do the same thing. Like,
Little mermaid? What?
and the raccoon starts looking for entrances too.
Okay.
Okay, so I talked to my cat in Elvish.
Do I need to? I need to roll a check for my raccoon, don't I?
To your raccoon's perception check?
Yeah. To see if he finds entrances, secret entrances. There, he's fails miserably. It's fine.
Okay. I think your raccoon should have his own set of stats. I don't think they should be your stats. Oh, they're not your stats.
They're not. We determined this last time.
Cool. Perfect.
Yeah, he has his own stats.
Excellent.
His perception's better
Rob,
than mine.
what were you... Someone was saying something.
I'm going to ask Aristotle if she would be willing to take a peek down there and sneak in a little bit. Not go too far, but just see if there's an ambush or if it gets bigger down there or what.
I don't think a cave, the Cobalt Cave, is considered woodland area or whatever.
It says wilderness.
It's a habitat.
I mean, it's
Cobalt made.
if you go 5 feet up, it's wilderness. But is underground really a wilderness?
Not so much.
She'll be silent, but she probably won't be hidden, is all I'm saying.
She has 6 hit dice though. Like, she'll be fine.
What do you expect? What do you
Six hit dice when she enlarges herself.
Best case scenario, we get in there and all the kobolds are dead.
How many hit dice does she have normally?
3 plus 6 HP.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll
still
be
has more?
But she
Still has more.
casts enlarge on
Still
herself
ridiculous.
and double her hit die.
yeah, that's
And damage.
Kill us all.
I'll
It
be
can-
able. I'll just be able to enslave her sooner than I expected. It's fine.
Enslave her?
Yep.
I think elven cats are probably immune to charm and shit like that. But
You know
Are
what?
they?
Just
we'll find out.
We'll worry about the cat later.
Future shenanigans in the future.
Okay, so let's take a die roll, see how your cat replies. There's a kind of a amusing, and then you hear a voice in your head, almost a voice. It sounds like a thought, but it's clearly not a thought that originated from you, like a foreign thought in your head, and it's a thought about how cold it is down in the hole, and how warm it is out in the sun, and this you just have this mental image of how this is really nice glade you're in, and the ground is all cold and clammy, and there's bugs in there, and you could just get such a good nap right here if you just had a few minutes to yourself.
See, the bugs, I think, would be a draw because this is a cat. So I'm gonna be thinking thoughts about holes and mice. That this is where they would be, gophers. And I keep thinking about how much I would love it if Aristotle were to bring back a dead kobold and lay it at my feet. Or
It's a
maybe
cat,
on the
not
pillow
a
next
dog.
when I wake up.
All right, give me a charisma check here, buddy.
All right, let's see. Charisma.
Aristotle proceeds down the hole. In the meantime, I think there was an effort for for what was your name? Chet to get Slade to go down the hole.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna dance outside the hole. I feel a jam. I feel a beat.
Slade, this is your moment.
Yeah,
Your
just
whole life is led up to this.
That's a sad life.
Or is it
Only
the
if you
beginning
let
of
it
an
remain
awesome one?
sad.
It's can't someone else go first?
I'm already
Aristotle just did.
then.
Yeah, I'll go behind a biped creature. How about that?
The quadruped is actually tougher than all the rest of us combined.
I could be convinced to go. Yeah, but it's also finicky. I can go further potentially. I can be convinced. But
Do halflings have dark vision?
I'm not
Neil?
sure. I'm looking it up.
They have lunch vision.
Lunch vision.
It's 11sies.
11Zs.
You can always
Before
smell
breakfast.
food.
Write that down. Alright, it might be relevant in the future.
It's a joke. It's not true.
DM said it, it might be true.
They do not have. Wait, depending on the lineage, certain halfling characters have infravision. You have a 15% chance to have normal infravision out to 60 feet. Failing that, there's a 25% chance to have limited infravision effective to 30 feet.
Well,
Anybody?
I speak
Or-
Burrow, so I'd imagine I'd have some advantage on that roll.
No? No.
So you can communicate with the oh no, with the
I
raccoon.
have burrowed animals, but I can't.
See in the dark, yeah. They're two different
See?
skills. There's no like attachment between those skills. Give me a D100.
How does that even make sense?
Oh, so
with
close.
animals would not relate to dark.
Even
me-
I can see in the dark. I don't know what your problem is.
Give me another D100, Slade, to see if you have limited infravision. Yeah, so you have 30-foot limited infravision.
What does limited mean?
What's limited mean?
I don't know.
I think it might just mean it's only 30 feet, right?
We'll see. It depends on how OP it becomes and how much I want to punish him.
So should I bring a torch with me?
There is a lantern if you want, but you.
yeah, I'm holding it right now.
That would ruin your infravision.
Yeah.
Would I
Well,
see?
it would give him full vision.
I take whatever torch there is.
Okay.
Who has it?
All right, I'm gonna pass him the lantern. If
You get a
he's in the hole.
lantern.
Not in the hole.
That's a fire source. Yeah. Like, is it open? What kind of lantern is it?
I don't
It's a
know.
hooded lantern. It sheds light in 30 feet in all directions, and you can pull a hood up and down to turn the light on and off.
Up and down, up and down, up and down.
All right. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna open the hood, and I'm also gonna pull out one of the jars, the clay jars of oil I have with a napkin on top of it.
Okay.
It's about to get loud, guys.
Okay. So you
Sounds
head
good.
down into the cave. What is the cat's name? Aristotle?
Aristotle.
Aristotle is nowhere in sight, but as you go down, the path goes forward and downhill. Like it opens up, and as it opens up, after I don't know 30 or after like 60 feet, it's opened up enough that you can now it's a 4-foot high ceiling, and after another 60 feet, now it's like a 5-foot high ceiling, and it pretty quickly just kind of whoop opens up until it is an 8-foot tall ceiling, and still like a straight path. You must be a couple hundred feet forward by now. Aristotle is nowhere to be found.
What was the diameter of the initial hole?
3 feet tall, 2 feet wide, and now it's kind of blossomed to 3.5 feet wide, 8 feet tall.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going down there.
You sure?
I can't.
Yeah, there's no way I can fit as well.
In a 3x2 rectangle, you could fit.
No.
I'm a
If you had
7
someone
foot-
pushing on the back and someone pulling on the front, your body could conform to that shape.
I
He's
don't want.
not going down there.
Wait, we haven't even found a door that has a key on it, right? So there must be some other way in.
Yeah, but
You guys want to look for that door
we
with the
found
key?
it yet.
Like, not to put too fine a point on it, but perhaps we have a key. We should look for a door that has a key in a hole.
Where's the fun in that? I want to push Morton through the hole. That's what I.
What you guys do? When you
Nobody's
spare-
pushing me down the hole.
What you guys do in your spare time at the inn? That's your business. But right now, we're trying to kill some kobolds.
Well, did any of the perception checks on the actual trunk find anything?
Well, mine didn't because they suck.
realistically-
But if someone with better perception would like to try,
Well, Chet,
else is still up there?
you're currently standing on a wooden platform, like a broken, shattered wooden trapdoor down at your feet that has been broken by this rock. Also, there's a big rock at your feet. It's very uncomfortable.
Okay. Hey, wait, did Slade go into the tunnel?
Slade is in the tunnel.
Yeah, how
I'm gonna go
far?
up there.
It just
Yeah, I'm following
it just occurred to me if there were another entrance, well, that doorway is probably concealed, right?
Yes.
Which, as an elf,
Yes, I know.
I just like see these things.
Yeah, yeah.
You have
A
a
1 in
chance to see things.
2 chance to detect a concealed door just by walking within 20 feet of
I
it,
think-
60 feet
dude,
of
how
it.
hell's
That's what he's looking
Better
for.
than if I try to use a perception check, probably.
Yeah, and it's
A lot
also in
better.
addition to your perception check. So you get them both.
So
I'm going to go around searching.
Okay.
start doing stuff.
Okay.
Oh, half elves have that same thing.
Yes.
That's the perception check, and then the. What do you want me to roll for the?
I rolled the other one. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
okay.
So wait, when I walked around the tree, did I see a door? It's a 1
I
in
forgot that you were a half elf.
60.
No, you did not spot anything.
Alright. It's a 1 in 3 chance if I'm actively looking for it.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. So, let's flip over to Slade for a moment. Slade, you're going
So that's-
through this tunnel,
Yeah.
and now that it's like this tall, thin thing, it comes to like a spot where all of a sudden you enter a room. Like you're entering a room on a corner, basically. It's a larger room, 8 feet across, 15 feet long, and in the center of it is a table, a crude table made out of different planks of wood that have been like nailed together. There's a couple of small chairs around it, although, well, we'll leave it at that. And there is a door leaving from this room that is wide open and slightly swinging on its hinges.
Oh shit.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I just got it. That's horrible, Neil.
Huh?
What?
What?
Okay, so kobolds are little dogs, right?
They're like little reptile dogs.
And there's that table, and there were all the chairs. Are there like cards laying on the table?
There are cards on the table, though. Unrelated, but yes, there are cards on the table. Slade, give me a perception check and an intelligence check.
Perception and perception. Perception is first. That's 30.
Okay.
That's a natural
Well,
20, Justin.
Shot.
And
What do you think, Slade?
intelligence check.
This one's intelligence. 19.
Okay. So, looking around this room,
Cheers.
you see a what is it? It's this cloth tapestry kind of hanging. It's not a tapestry would be too wonderful of a word. It's basically like a rug that's been put up against the wall. And there's a couple of these rugs decorating the sides of the walls, but one of these happens to like have a little bit of a movement to it. And so you go over to take a look at what this is, and you pull it back, and there is another one of these long, tall corridors that you like the one that you entered in.
All right, so it's basically splitting. There's two paths I can go now. So there was a door that was swinging on the hinges, and now this.
Yeah, but you can go anywhere. You can even go back the way that you wanted, the way that you came from.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back
Any
and
direction.
tell the other guys. I don't want to get cut off because that would suck.
Okay. You head back out and meet up with everyone else.
So, dudes, there's like a room in there when you go far enough with a table in the middle. I found like a hidden passage there. There's also a door leading somewhere. It splits off into two different directions. I don't feel comfortable going that far alone by myself.
Well, the rest of you skinny folk, rally up. I'll stand guard and make sure no kobolds ambush you from behind.
Well, I can't really go down either.
You're quite slim, Rylene.
Riley, we need
I give her a pat on the belly.
I
guess you
start
get-
playing-
How much do you weigh, Rylene? Roughly.
I have it in my character sheet. 1 second. We made this happen. I am 220 pounds.
So
you're
that's pretty skinny.
Especially for 7 feet tall.
Yeah, you are downright
six
stout.
11. No, so like 6'11" inches, 220.
As someone who's 6'1", who has weighed 220 pounds, you like are rail thin.
Yeah, as someone who's 6'4" and weighs 240, you are tiny.
Well, if I can fit, I'm going. But I'm guessing I can't with 7. Neil,
Could
can I?
army crawl.
Yeah, you just have to crawl.
why not?
Gets taller. You'll be fine.
Yeah, it gets bigger now.
I even think that Friar Morton Bixby could fit.
I
No.
don't want that guy blocking our exit.
I'm gonna start like circling around from the stump, seeing if I can find any other entrances.
I think as long as he doesn't gorge on honey while he's down there, that
I have my milk canteen, so I probably will continue to gain weight as we descend.
Okay.
you know what? I think it's motivation for us to find another way in. So I say, come on down, go through, and then eat all the honey you want. Eat all the honey pots. And that will encourage us to find the other way out. We'll have a motivation that we didn't have right now. It's like burning the ships and going, no, now we have to stay.
Okay. So this is the dungeon as you know it so far. And that is very, very, very roughly to scale. Basically not to scale. Alright. Who all is headed down here now?
If everyone's going down, I'll go down.
I think it's just me standing guard at the top with
Okay.
I'm just not going to go.
questioning my life choices.
Someone else has to go first. That's all I care about.
Well, I have to find my cat.
Your cat's down the hole somewhere. Justin, are you taking your raccoon with you?
Yeah, I'm taking my raccoon with me.
I'm rolling another I roll a 1 in my perception check. I get distracted by who knows what.
There's, you know, canteen. Like as you're rotating around to look for an entrance, you hear the gurgling of the milk canteen. You're like, oh, milk.
Nope. Yeah.
As you
I had to
reach
go-
for your milk, you notice a bee, and you follow it, and there's a whole beehive up there in that tree.
I try and think if there's any prayers I know to ward me from bee stings.
No, but a good smoke might clear them out. Maybe if you built a fire.
Alright, so I start to building a fire and
Okay, and which bodies would you like to use as kindling? Alright, everyone's down the hole except
I
for Morton.
suddenly feel happy for the fire being built. Like, there's a fire.
Everyone is down the hole except for Morton Bixby. You're all in this room. It's 15 by 8. There's a long table in the middle. Give me everyone except for Slade. Give me intelligence checks, and Morton, of course. All right, Squirrely, you're the first one in this room, basically.
About 20.
Justin, shot.
This might have been a bad idea.
This was about. I mean, there's 6 of you. The 1 in 20. Like, if everyone makes 3 rolls, that's.
What's that you're drinking anyway?
Fireball.
Ah, gross.
that's what I was thinking as well.
If this gets out of hand, we might have to change the rules.
Every
No, we don't back down.
We never give up.
That's 3.
Fireball.
3.
Can't you do like a real whiskey?
So now the
I
important
like Fireball.
Fireball is good. It goes down well. I'm not
Yeah,
saying it's
yeah.
quality, but I'm saying it tastes nice.
Pure sugar. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pure sugar. It's delicious.
It's a recipe for a hangover. Cheap whiskey and sugar.
Whatever. It's at least it's palatable
Justin-
rather than the.
Justin's body actually got robbed by drinking fireball in a bar once in the game.
You got robbed?
Yeah, Robert and Justin and the other 2 people.
Oh, when Rob does something to you, it's called getting robbed.
Oh, that makes more sense.
That does make sense.
So what do I notice about this room with my intelligence check?
Oh, you immediately notice that these chairs are way too big for kobolds.
Humans. You're just big.
You don't notice. Hold on.
I have a 32. I rolled a natural.
Yeah, well,
20.
hold on. Squirrely's the first one in the room. Give him a chance to say something.
Okay.
I think the kobolds have allies.
Okay, now you're in the room.
Elven allies.
I rolled second. I'm next.
You're all in the room now.
Just under. It doesn't work the second time. The first time was the best one. Neil, you just ruined it.
I'm sorry. I ruin everything.
Yeah, I know.
All right, you're down in this cave. You see this. There is a doorway in front of you that's open. It's no longer swinging on its hinges. And Slade maybe points out the other exit.
So, guys,
He told us about it when he came up.
Right, but he points it out to you.
them. So they know we're coming. So let's not do the same mistake and get me covered in 12 kobolds like we did last time. Because that wasn't fun.
But that worked out so well.
Yeah,
It did, it really
fine.
did.
I think you're worrying too much.
I don't remember anything bad happening to me.
With all the 12 kobolds on me.
The worst thing that happened that day was a barn burning down. So
That's
I wouldn't
true.
worry about it.
Not even my fault. Completely not my fault. Well, where do we go, Slade? You're the resident.
I didn't go past these two areas. I brought you guys down. Figured we could use some bodies to pile up for your, fire quest. Like, I don't.
I
want
cannot think of any downside of starting a fire down here underground.
Interesting. Smoking
I mean,
out.
it's gonna get darker and hard to see. So
I like that.
I like where my head's at too. But Justin, I think you're muted again. I saw you talking a lot, and I didn't hear it.
I take out my
Wait,
trident.
I can read lips. I can translate for Justin.
I take out my trident and I with the other part of the trident, start breaking the chairs and so on, just making a nice little bonfire.
All right, so
I
you
take
start
out
I'm gonna
you,
collect
you
those
start going
cards.
through ripping the chairs apart, making kindling. Okay.
Just
Exactly.
Are they size chairs or cobalt sized chairs?
No, they
Human
are
sized.
not. They're human or larger sized.
I'm gonna do a small prayer, I do this for you, Father.
Hold on. It's going to take a few minutes to break up these chairs.
Yeah.
So, what are the rest of you guys doing while he's breaking up furniture?
I'm taking the cards.
Okay, I'm
I
back.
think this could come in handy later.
Okay.
We hear you.
Pack of cards weighs what, like half a pound, 1 pound?
Negligible. Don't even bother.
Hooray!
Yay!
So you stole the cards.
Fuck yeah, man! We live in a bar most of the time. Cards are gonna come
That would come in really handy.
in. Yeah.
That's why Chad needs to be president. That's the type of thinking this country needs.
He also just steals a lot of shit. I don't know if you've noticed, but
That's the sort of thinking our country needs.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, so you guys you're hanging out playing cards, watching Rylene break apart wood.
I'll help Riley break it.
Smack.
Okay.
I'll just take out my top and make this weather bra.
I am gonna look. Is there any kind of plate or saucer or anything around there?
Yeah,
Maybe they
there's
were
dirty
having-
plates and silverware.
Okay, so
It's
I'm
not
gonna
made of
get
silver,
a
it's
plate.
made out of iron and wood.
I'm gonna pour, and keep in mind, this is not just milk. This is the best milk in the region. And pour a little bit of milk there, and lay that down. And go, Aristotle. Aristotle. Doot, doot. And I'll bang a little fork against the dish.
Okay. We're gonna flip back up to Morton. Morton, you're up here. What are you doing? Are
Starting
you,
a fire. I'm also on the lookout for a shamrock in the spirit of shenanigans.
okay.
So I can roll an herbalism check.
Give me an
I'm
herbal
also
check.
always intrigued by various herbs and spices. Do I find a shamrock?
You do find a shamrock.
What?
You know what? And
Shenanigans.
while you're finding this shamrock, as you come across, you pick it and you stand up and look out, and you see over this little hedge of shrubs, there are two well-armed kobolds jabbering at each other, walking away from you.
Yeah, I'm casting a spell. Oh, walking away from. I'm still casting a spell. I panic. I don't have my friends with me.
All right, they're jabbering at each other, kind of walking behind this female kobold, but their jabbers sound mean. It sounds like they're
How does a female kobold look like? Like, how do we know it's a female?
Super hot, actually.
Well, given that they're
How close are they, Neil?
30 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, how else do you know it's a female kobold? Boobs.
yeah, given that
There we go.
kobolds basically are like little dogs. I say this
Egg-laying
Total-
dogs.
totally not offensively, but she looks like a total bitch.
Yeah.
All right. Martha, rise up, power with your powers of nature and life, and protect me from these vile abominations.
So you cast protection from evil on you?
No, I cast an entangle, causing the plants in the area to entangle the creatures within the area. The grasses, weeds, bushes, and even trees wrap, twist, and entwine about the creatures.
Okay.
Saving throw versus spell. It is a 40-foot cube, so 40 feet by 40 feet by 40 feet.
Okay.
Probably starting from me, probably starting like 10 feet in front of me, going past the kobolds.
You hear squawks from the trees above as a couple of birds take off, and a couple of birds get wrapped in branches and vines and leaves.
What? Martha would spare the birds.
Martha spares no creature that enters this 40 by 40 by 40 cube. You notice a tree trunk kind of twists, and a squirrel is caught like partway in and out of his hole.
We just murdered like 8 woodland critters.
No, they're not killed. They're held
It
in
doesn't do
place.
damage.
The grasses come up, and some of the branches reach out and grab the kobolds by the legs and the arms. And the kobolds are held in place, as well as a whole bunch of random wildlife that got AoE'd. Like, there's nests of birds where the nests have, like, twindled around the birds. And they're just like, and they're like little chicks around.
Nervously
Just
clutching my
do
gold
this.
rings around my neck.
Again.
The kobolds shout in turn, and give me an initiative roll, Ryan.
11, sorry.
11. So they both go first. The two kobolds shriek and hurl their little kobold spears at you. What is your armor class?
12, I think.
Both kobolds hit you with their dinky little spears.
Did they not get penalties for being held?
Still me.
I don't think so, because
At
it's
least
just
find
their
a
feet.
-2 or something.
If it's just their feet that are held in place, although I guess that would make it harder to throw something or attack something. It doesn't
Can they
specify
even
any
turn
penalties.
around? It doesn't specify in the spell.
All right, I will give them a
That's true. They
penalty
were
of 2 for
facing the
having
wrong
to
direction.
turn and throw, which means only one of them hits you. And you take 3 points of damage from an incoming.
I fall unconscious.
Are you at 0 or are you below 0?
I'm at 0.
Okay, thank God, because if you were below 0, you would bleed to death.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Morton Bixby falls to the ground. What's the duration of Entangle?
1 turn.
Okay.
Oh,
A turn? That's 10 rounds then.
Yeah, 1 turn.
Okay, cool. All
Wait,
right.
isn't this one of those things? Let's say a turn is a whole minute, right?
Yeah.
No, turn is 10 minutes.
Yes.
A
round is a minute, a
here,
turn
still
is-
1 minute. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's flip back down to the bottom side. You guys have now built a nice large pile of chopped up wood, and just as you're getting ready to play with it, which we're not going to start without Chucky here, who should show up but Aristotle? But not normal Aristotle, like huge Aristotle. Like Aristotle that comes up to your knee instead of up to your, like, halfway up your calf.
Okay, anybody die?
Aristotle, were you killing kobolds?
Well, yeah. The cat has come back, Chucky. She is like knee high now instead of calf high. She's like double her height, and she is dragging in her mouth a kobold.
Look at that! Can everybody look at what a great job Aristotle did?
No, you're supposed to
go
say,
on
"Look
the
at what the
internet."
cat dragged in." It's never
I'll
a good
start
opportunity
petting
for that
Aristotle.
pun, except for now.
I'll just like pet the cat. Good Aristotle, great Aristotle.
I love
Which
Aristotle.
way did she come from?
She came from the doorway.
The doorway,
Can I
not the.
Can I have that kobold?
Okay.
Burn it for sacrifice?
She brings it straight up to Rob and just plops it at his feet.
I admire it. That is a great kobold. You did a great job. I figure cats never get praised for dragging the dead bodies. This has got to help build the bond between us.
Mm-hmm.
And I give Aristotle the saucer of the best milk in the region.
I'll take the goblin corpse and drop it on the bonfire.
Kobold corpse. You toss it on. The fire hasn't started yet.
Also, it is dead, right? Like it's not.
You check it as he's tossing it on.
No, it's too late now. But
Oh man,
I mean, it's like sitting on this wood. It's not.
It could have been like a half-dead kobold that was just sort of playing dead to get the cat.
The fire hasn't been started yet, so it's just.
I check it for a pulse.
So, for the record, being held gives you a +3 to initiative. I'm still looking for other penalties associated with that.
Okay.
I check it for a pulse.
It has
know if that
a
would've-
very weak pulse.
I stab it in the chest with my dagger.
whoa!
I stop him.
Relax, man. It's already dead. You don't need to kill that.
Don't kill it. Don't kill it.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand.
If you kill it again, it'll be undead.
If we set it on fire while it's still alive, that's just cruel. If we burn the corpse, that's fine.
No, sacrificing live creatures better for the gods. Get your paws off it.
We want to make those gods happy, right? I mean, that's.
I mean, do we? They're fire gods.
They're still gods.
I don't know about burning this live thing, but this is Aristotle.
Yeah, I slit his throat.
Ah!
Neil?
You slit his throat. He is
I
dead.
still try and stop.
That's gonna be
Okay, well at this point, if you're if you're out with your weapon, like ready to slit his throat, I'm gonna let Chucky. Both of you roll initiative. Justin, give me a knife initiative is 2, so D10 plus 2. Chucky, what are you doing?
That's 10.
Why then initiative would be +7? Well, I don't try it. No, not using the trident. Just pop it. Just
Kobold
don't.
about
Wait,
the
what are you-
unusual ally situation we're finding here?
Hold on,
Yeah,
Chucky.
so
What is your
basically-
action?
I'm gonna try and grapple him. Stop him from doing this.
All right, so that's +3. I'm going to give you a penalty of 1 for having to react to him. So that's still 3,
6.
4. You're still ahead of him. Rob, what were you saying?
Okay, I'm announcing that it might be easier to interrogate the kobold. We wouldn't need to speak with dead spell about this situation that's going on with allies. And if they're going to be distracting each other by fighting, I'm going to discreetly pick up the body and very exaggeratedly sort of sneak in the corner somewhere.
Let's see how this grapple from Rylene goes. Rylene, give me a roll to hit. D20 plus your base, your melee adjust. Your base melee adjust.
Just the 1d20.
And Justin, what is your AC only? Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter.
Nope, doesn't matter.
Rylene goes to tackle you, trips on one of the pieces of firewood that she's got set up, catches herself on the table as you slit the kobold's throat, and it bleeds out onto the ground.
I'm like,
I then start the fire. Like, as soon as it's dying, I'm like, fire.
that's better.
Meanwhile, Aristotle has finished her milk and is heading back out.
Yep.
I'll start saying a prayer as the kobold burns alive.
As soon as I start the fire, I start heading back out because I don't want to be caught in this death trap.
I'll just give a couple of seconds to prayer to dedicate this sacrifice to the fire gods.
Okay. And everyone else is heading out as the fire starts then? Or are you guys staying in, or what are you guys all doing?
I'm gonna follow. Yeah, the door. Seems like Aristotle's going that way as well.
No, Aristotle has left out the way that you came in.
Oh,
She came in through the door, left the body, and then took off out to the surface.
okay. Well, I don't think we know about the tapestry, so I'm just gonna peek through the doorway, at the very least.
Okay, well, I got to go get Aristotle, so I'll follow Aristotle up there. I'm like, hey, Aristotle!
And Slade, what are you up to?
I'm hanging out down in the dungeon, waiting for more sacrifices to come our way.
So Chet, you peer through this doorway, and it's just like this dark area. Slade's looking around, waiting with you, so he shines the lantern down the hallway. And it looks like it's a 40-foot hallway that ends in a wooden door, but also it's a T intersection, but it would be a 4-way intersection if the door in front of you was open.
Gotcha.
Do you notice all these doors are human or larger sized? They're like nice big door frames. They're like Midwestern door frames.
Yeah, I'm starting to not think this is a cobalt place.
Maybe they're like giant kobolds.
Maybe the kobolds are enslaved to some other organization.
Maybe we didn't fight kobolds before. Maybe they were just like a pack of knoll kids.
Interesting.
I can tell the difference between gnolls and kobolds. Okay,
Can you really?
I can. Don't question my expertise in this area.
I don't know.
I will sing at you. That's
How can
right.
you
That's
tell?
right. I
When are
will
big
do it.
dogs? When are little dogs?
Okay.
Some of them are driving around in cars. Little dogs go.
I'm trained in animal lore.
I'm gonna look at Slade and shrug and just kind of walk down the
But they're
hallway.
humanoids.
Act out.
Well, anyways, I'm like chasing after Aristotle back up to the surface.
The fire starts to smoke. It looks like Roman, Rob, and Justin all take off to go to the surface. Chet is like poking his head down this hallway, looking what's up. Slade is hanging out with Chet, I think.
Yep.
Okay.
We're gonna do some Master Blaster fun.
Well, I haven't said that. Actually, no.
Yeah, you said you were following them outside.
Yeah, after I did the prayer.
And
Right.
my raccoon's at my heels.
Of course.
Azabon is at my heels.
So I'll be a bit behind. It'll be like 15, maybe 20 seconds behind.
Sure. So, Chet, you reach the end of this hallway. It goes left to what seems to be like a dead end, except there's like a wheelbarrow and a shovel, and like the wheelbarrow's half full, but not quite all the way full. It looks like they're still carving a tunnel here, and the carving was interrupted. The area to your right looks very well traveled. There's like a wheelbarrow rut in the ground and some water dripping from this roof or ceiling or whatever. Probably ceiling is a better term. And the door in front of you is shut. And that's hilarious, by the way. Shut doors are the best.
1 second, I'm sure. I just posted it in Zoom chat. Oh, this is just awesome, Mr. Meatsauce. You're awesome.
Getting to the point where I'm too old to recognize what the kids are laughing about these days.
That's like an hour old, guys. Get with the times.
Neil has to watch The Last Airbender so that we can have an overarching plot to Shenanigans.
God.
No.
Chet, you're down at the end of this hallway. You're next to the door. There's the not finished tunnel to your left. To your right, there's the well-used tunnel. What are you doing?
Well, I mean, like out of character, I'm trying to figure out if I can just find the door that leads outside, but that would be unlikely. And besides, they're already going back the other way. So
Would Chet really use a well-used tunnel when there's a perfectly not well-used tunnel available?
I honestly don't know. He's pretty fucking chaotic.
It's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway, you know, I'm just saying.
He is a used horse dealer, after all, so I'm gonna go with.
That's true. That's a good point. Maybe he's used to, a little bit of a wider hallway.
I don't know. I'm gonna look at Slade and see what he thinks. What are we doing here?
Wait, I want to go through the door
The front.
that's in front of us.
Just open it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'll go first.
Exactly.
I'm gonna open that door.
Oh my.
Okay. You open the door, and inside you come across a scene that you hope to be able to blanket from your mind for many, many years to come.
Someone's banging Cobalt.
Outside, Rob, you are walking up outside, out of this little area, climbing out the hole through the tree trunk. And as you pull yourself to your feet, you see just over the way, there is a very unconscious friar, Morton Bixby, with a javelin sticking out of his shoulder, and a female kobold bending over him, looking at him.
This is awesome.
She's free. It's been 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's been 10 minutes. And on those notes, we will go to our next break.
Oh, I want to know what I saw.
See you guys on the
Okay,
other
find
side.
out.